Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's absolutely crucial for every whether you're a weekend warrior or a seasoned pro. Chain maintenance. A well-maintained chain isn't just about a smoother ride. It's about performance, safety, and saving you money in the long run. A neglected chain can wear out your entire drivetrain or cassette. Your chain rings and that gets expensive fast. So, if you want to keep your bike running like a dream and avoid costly repairs, you're in the right place. We're going to cover everything from the essential tools you'll need to the best cleaning techniques. And finally, how to lubricate your chain perfectly for any riding condition. Let's get those hands dirty and make your bike happy. First things first, let's talk about the tools of the trade. You don't need a professional workshop, but a few key items will make this job infinitely easier and more effective. At a minimum, you'll want a good quality degreaser, a set of bike-specific brushes, a chain cleaning tool, a chain checker, some clean rags, and of course, the right lubricant for your riding environment. The degreaser is your secret weapon against all the gunk and grime that builds up on your chain. The brushes will help you get into all the nooks and crannies of your cassette and derailleur pulleys. A chain cleaning tool, that little plastic box you clamp onto your chain, can be a game changer for a really deep clean. And a chain checker. Alright, let's get into the cleaning process. This is where the magic happens. The goal here is to get your chain looking as close to new as possible. First, shift your bike into a gear that gives you a relatively straight chain line, maybe somewhere in the middle of your cassette. This just makes it easier to work with. Now, grab your degreaser and one of your brushes. Once you've given everything a good scrub, it's time to use your chain cleaning tool if you have one. Fill it with fresh degreaser to the indicated line, clamp it onto the lower section of your chain, and hold it steady while you run the chain through it for about 30 rotations. You'll be amazed at how black that degreaser gets. This tool uses internal brushes to scrub every single link inside and out. If you don't have one, you can achieve a similar result with more focused scrubbing with a brush and a rag soaked in degreaser. It just takes a bit more elbow grease. After you're satisfied that the chain is clean, the next step is crucial: rinsing. You have to get all that degreaser off. Use a bucket of clean water and a sponge or a gentle spray from a hose to rinse the entire drivetrain thoroughly. Avoid using a high-pressure jet, as it can force water into your bearings where you don't want it. Now for the most important step after cleaning: drying. You absolutely cannot apply lubricant to a wet chain. It will trap moisture and cause rust, completely defeating the purpose of cleaning. So, take a clean, dry rag and thoroughly wipe down the chain, cassettes, and chainring. Backpedal the chain through the rag until it comes away dry. To be extra sure, I like to let the bike sit for about 15 to 30 minutes in a dry place. Or even use a leaf blower on a low setting to speed up the process. A bone-dry chain is the perfect canvas for new lubrication. While you're waiting for it to dry, this is a great time to use that chain checker tool we talked about earlier. Hook it onto your chain. If it drops in easily, it's time for a new chain. Catching this early will save your cassette and chain rings from premature wear. With our chain clean, dry, and checked for wear, it's time to lubricate. This is often where people go wrong, either by using too much, too little, or the wrong type of lube. Let's break it down. There are generally 3 types of lube: wet, dry, and all-weather or ceramic. Wet lube is thick and oily, designed for wet, muddy riding conditions. It sticks to the chain well and repels water, but it also attracts a lot of dirt. Dry lube is much thinner, often wax or Teflon based. It goes on wet but dries to a waxy film that doesn't attract gunk, making it perfect for dry, dusty conditions. The downside is that it washes off easily in the rain. All weather or ceramic lubes try to offer the best of both worlds. For most riders, having a bottle of wet lube and a bottle of dry lube will cover all your bases. Now, for the application technique. Less is more. We only need to lubricate the rollers inside the chain, which are the parts that actually make contact with your drive. We don't need lube all over the outside plates where it will just attract dirt. So, take your bottle of lube and, while slowly backpedaling, apply one single, small drop to the top of each roller on the lower run of the chain. 1 drop per roller? That's it. Take your time and be precise. It should take you about 2 full revolutions of the chain to get every link. Once you've applied the lube, continue to backpedal for another 20 or 30 seconds to let it work its way deep into the rollers. We're almost done. The final step is to wipe off the excess. This might sound counterintuitive, didn't we just put it on? But remember, the important lube is inside the rollers, not on the outside of the chain. Any lube on the outside is just a magnet for dirt and grime, which will create a grinding paste and accelerate wear. So, take a clean, lint-free rag, lightly clamp it around the chain, and back. You want to wipe off all the surface lubricant from the outer plates, top and bottom. So, how often should you do all this? It really depends on how much you ride and in what conditions. A good rule of thumb is to clean and lube your chain at least once a month or every 150 to 200 miles. However, if you ride in the rain or through a lot of mud, you should clean and relube your chain after every single ride. A quick wipe down and relube is much better than letting a wet, gritty chain sit. Listening to your bike is also key. If your chain starts making noise, it's crying out for attention. A quiet drivetrain is a happy and efficient drivetrain. Making this a regular part of your post-ride routine will become second nature, and the performance benefits are immediate. And there you have it. Your complete guide to maintaining your chain like a true pro. It might seem like a lot of steps at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to do this whole process in about 15 to 20 minutes. The reward is a bike that shifts crisply, runs silently, and performs at its best every time you clip in. Plus, you'll be extending the life of your entire drivetrain, which is a huge win. Remember, clean, dry, check, and lube. It's the mantra for a healthy chain. You've invested in a great bike, so take a little time to show it some love. It will pay you back with thousands of smooth, happy miles. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope you found this guide helpful and feel more confident tackling your own chain maintenance. If you have any questions or your own pro tips, drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from you all. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, ride safe and keep those chains clean.